Winter, a season that often brings to mind piercing cold, thick layers of coats, and biting winds that seem to make everything shrink and huddle to withstand the chill. But for the elderly, winter is not just a change in weather. It's also a set of invisible challenges, silently creeping into every breath, every heartbeat, and especially into their sleep, a precious gift that helps restore health and nurture the soul. Sleep, something that seems simple, carries immense importance for everyone, especially as age begins to advance. The cold winter nights not only make the body shiver, but also increase feelings of loneliness and fatigue. Elderly individuals often face aches and pains in their joints, deep chills in their bones, making it difficult for them to find the deep and complete sleep they enjoyed in their younger years. And then, the long, fitful nights lead to mornings filled with exhaustion, directly affecting both their physical and mental well-being. Yet amidst those freezing winter days, there are still simple ways that the elderly dedicate to themselves to find warmth and peace in their sleep. These are small, familiar habits like wearing socks to keep their feet warm, drinking a warm glass of water to warm from the inside out, and warming the body to help blood circulation, reducing aches and pains. These three seemingly simple habits are practical secrets, a silent source of strength that helps the elderly overcome the cold nights, so that each morning they wake up with enough health and spirit to embrace a new day. Each of these habits is not just a way to retain body heat, but also a symbol of self-love and care, a precious thing that young people sometimes easily forget. Amidst the flow of time and the changes of life, these simple things become a solid spiritual anchor, helping the elderly feel safe, cherished, and appreciate every small moment of life. In the following pages, we will delve into the world of the elderly in winter and explore why the feet become a source of comforting warmth, why a warm glass of water can be as gentle as a mother's embrace, and how gentle movements and actions that warm the body can bring relaxation, helping sleep come more naturally and completely. This journey is not just a story about health, but also a story of the soul, of love for oneself and for loved ones, so that when winter returns, the elderly will no longer have to worry about long, cold nights, but instead experience peace and warmth spreading through every breath, every dream. When winter arrives, each gust of cold wind rushes in, making the air feel bone-chillingly cold, especially for the elderly, those who are already more sensitive to changes in the weather. In that deep cold, the feet are the first and most clearly to feel the harshness of winter. In old age, the blood circulatory system begins to decline. Small blood vessels constrict, making it difficult for blood to flow down to the feet, causing them to quickly become cold, numb, and painful. Therefore, keeping the feet warm is one of the key factors in helping the elderly get a good night's sleep, avoiding long, restless nights due to cold feet. The seemingly simple act of wearing socks every time winter comes is an invaluable habit, providing essential warmth to help maintain health. The feet are not just the parts that help us move, they are also considered the second heart of the body because many important nerves and blood vessels are concentrated there. When the feet are kept warm, the blood vessels dilate, blood circulation improves, helping to improve blood flow throughout the body, thereby supporting the more efficient functioning of organs and bringing a feeling of comfort and relaxation to the mind. Many elderly people have experienced the feeling of icy cold feet on winter nights, during which they often have to wake up in the middle of the night to massage and rub their feet to dispel the numbness, disrupting their sleep. However, since forming the habit of wearing socks at night, they have felt a clear difference. Warm feet bring a deeper, more complete sleep, helping them wake up with a comfortable and energetic mood. Not all types of socks are suitable for keeping the elderly's feet warm in winter. Choosing socks made of soft, heat-retaining material that can also absorb sweat will help keep the feet dry and ventilated, avoiding stuffiness or sweating that causes discomfort. Socks should fit the foot size, not too tight to avoid hindering blood circulation, and not too loose to prevent slipping when moving. Socks made from natural wool or wool-blended cotton are often preferred for their softness, warmth, and comfort when worn. In addition, socks of moderate length that cover the ankles also help prevent cold wind from entering, providing an extra layer of necessary protection for the elderly's weak feet. Wearing socks is not just a simple act of keeping warm, it also brings a feeling of safety and being cared for and loved, something that every elderly person needs during the cold winter days. The warmth from the socks is like a gentle embrace around feet that have been tired over the years, helping them dispel feelings of loneliness and anxiety when night falls. From then on, long nights are no longer a challenge but become peaceful, warm moments where the soul can rest and recover. In addition, health experts also confirm that keeping the feet warm by wearing suitable socks helps promote blood circulation, reducing the risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases common in the elderly when it's cold. This habit also helps regulate body temperature and supports the nervous system to relax, thereby improving sleep quality. To enhance the effect, the elderly should combine wearing socks with gently massaging their feet before going to bed or performing light exercises such as ankle rotations and toe extensions to stimulate circulation and reduce pain. Wearing socks in winter is a seemingly simple habit but has extremely important significance for the health and spirit of the elderly. It is not only a way to keep the body warm, but also a symbol of care and love for oneself. When the feet are sheltered by the warmth of soft socks, sleep becomes deeper and warmer, helping the elderly welcome the new day with the best health and spirit. It is from these simple things that the elderly can find the strength to overcome the cold of winter, preserving peace for their soul and body on the journey of old age. The cold winter not only requires keeping the external body warm, but internal care also plays an equally important role, especially for the elderly. A small but meaningful habit is drinking a warm glass of water every evening before going to bed. This seemingly simple act is the gentlest way to nourish the body, creating a warm protective layer from the inside out, helping the mind become lighter and easily drift into a deep sleep. The elderly's bodies often lose water faster, and their ability to regulate temperature also gradually decreases with age, making them prone to dry skin, fatigue, and even weakness when the temperature drops. Drinking warm water in the evening not only helps replenish lost fluids, but also stimulates blood circulation, soothes the nervous system, and supports smoother digestive system function. The warmth spreading through the abdomen is like a gentle source of energy, dispelling the feeling of coldness and helping to balance body temperature, bringing a comfortable, warm feeling that lasts throughout the night. Many elderly people share that just a warm glass of water enjoyed slowly in the quiet space of a winter evening makes them feel attentively cared for and deeply comforted. The soft, warm sensation of the water flowing down their throat feels like a gentle caress to the soul, and the busy thoughts of the day gradually recede, giving way to peace and relaxation. Now each evening is no longer a time of worry about the cold, but becomes a moment of self-love, where the mind and body rest to prepare for the new day. Not only is it beneficial mentally, but science also proves that drinking warm water helps soothe muscles and reduce joint pain, a common problem in the elderly, especially on cold days. Warm water stimulates detoxification, cleanses the digestive system, and prevents constipation, helping the body feel lighter and more comfortable each day. At the same time, it also supports the immune system, increasing resistance and helping the elderly fight off colds and pneumonia common in winter. However, to achieve the best effect, the elderly need to remember to drink warm water in moderation, avoiding drinking too much right before bed to prevent disrupting sleep due to needing to get up to use the bathroom. The water should be just warm enough, not too hot to avoid damaging the mucous membranes of the esophagus and stomach. Some people may add a little honey or a few slices of fresh ginger to the warm water to increase its warming and digestive benefits, but it's important to ensure it's suitable for their individual health conditions. Besides drinking warm water, the habit of keeping the overall body warm also needs to be maintained to create an optimal environment for sleep. When the body is fully cared for from the outside in, from warm feet and socks to the warmth spreading through each sip of water, the elderly will easily relax, reduce stress, and feel more peaceful during the cold winter nights. From then on, sleep is no longer a struggle against the cold and discomfort, but becomes a precious time to regenerate health and spirit. Therefore, the habit of drinking a warm glass of water every evening has become an indispensable part of many elderly people's winter healthcare routine. It is not just a simple act of caring for the body, but also a symbol of self-love, tranquility, and peace amidst the changes of time and weather. In that warmth, the elderly find the motivation to continue their gentle steps, sweet dreams, and peaceful days ahead. Winter, with its bone-chilling winds, is always a significant challenge to the health of the elderly. When the body is not kept sufficiently warm, fatigue, aches, and winter illnesses, such as bronchitis and colds, easily attack. Therefore, warming the body becomes one of the most important and effective methods to protect health, keep the spirit fresh, and especially to have a good night's sleep. This is not just a purely physical act, but also a way for the elderly to express self-love and care through every breath and every gentle movement. Warming the body before going to bed can be done in many different ways, from gentle exercises like wrist and ankle rotations, to applying a warm compress to the abdomen or back, or taking a gentle warm bath. When the body is warmed, blood vessels dilate and blood circulation improves significantly, helping muscles relax and reducing the aches and stiffness that often appear when the temperature drops. It is thanks to this relaxation that the elderly feel their body lighter, their mood more comfortable, and it becomes easier to fall into a deep and long sleep. Moreover, warming the body also creates a feeling of safety and peace. Perhaps nothing is more precious than when, at the end of the day, after a long day exposed to the cold and the worries of life, the elderly are enveloped in gentle warmth, a soft nurturing that helps them forget the freezing cold outside. Each wave of warmth spreading through the body is like a gentle reminder that no matter how cold winter gets, they can always find a peaceful and warm place in their own home and in their own body. Many elderly people have taken advantage of the moments before going to bed to warm their bodies with simple methods such as soaking their feet in warm water with a little salt or herbal essential oils, which not only helps increase blood circulation, but also dispels the feeling of cold stiffness in the joints. During those times, they feel the sacred connection between body and soul, as all fatigue seems to disappear, giving way to peace and self-love. Health experts also recommend this habit as an indispensable part of winter healthcare because it not only improves sleep quality, but also contributes to strengthening the immune system, helping the elderly prevent winter illnesses naturally and safely. In addition, warming the body also helps balance internal temperature, limiting sudden changes that can cause the body to go into thermal shock, something very dangerous for the elderly. Maintaining a stable body temperature also helps promote metabolism, enhance resistance, and improve overall health. This is especially significant as the elderly are already prone to weakness and need special care to keep their bodies healthy, flexible, and full of energy, especially during the cold winter months. Thanks to the habit of warming their bodies, the elderly can experience winter gently, without worrying about the cold disrupting their sleep. Each complete night's rest is the most precious gift they give to their health and spirit. And from these simple habits, the elderly not only preserve their physical health, but also nurture their souls, making their twilight years more meaningful and complete. Winter, a season of cold, but also a season for the elderly to know how to cherish and care for themselves through small but invaluable habits. In the freezing nights, feet kept warm in soft socks, a gentle warm glass of water drunk before sleep, and the body warmed gently are the keys to finding deep, complete, and peaceful sleep. Firstly, when winter comes, the cold not only surrounds the outside but also seeps deep into every corner of the body, especially the feet, the most sensitive and easily affected by cold weather. Elderly individuals often have difficulty maintaining body heat due to reduced blood circulation with age, so wearing socks every evening becomes a meaningful act. Soft, well-fitting socks not only keep the feet warm, but also help blood vessels dilate, allowing blood to circulate more easily, reducing pain and numbness. Those warm feet are the root of comfort, helping the elderly quickly dispel the feeling of coldness and fatigue, thereby entering a deep and peaceful sleep. Choosing socks made of natural wool or wool-blended cotton will help maintain a warm temperature while also being breathable, avoiding sweaty and uncomfortable feet. Moreover, wearing socks in winter is also a symbol of care. The warm embrace the elderly give themselves, so that each cold night is no longer a fear but becomes comfort and peace. Besides caring for the body from the inside out with a warm glass of water before going to bed, is also a secret many elderly people trust and practice. The elderly's bodies are prone to dehydration and reduced ability to regulate body temperature. So drinking warm water helps replenish necessary fluids, stimulates blood circulation, and soothes the nervous system. The gentle warmth spreading through the abdomen is like a soft lullaby, helping the soul settle, gently dispelling the worries and stress of the long day. Warm water also helps soothe muscles and reduce joint pain, unwanted companions on the journey of old age. Science has proven that the habit of drinking warm water also promotes efficient digestive system function, increases resistance, and prevents colds and pneumonia commonly encountered in winter. Finally, warming the body with simple but effective methods also plays an important role in helping the elderly get through the cold. Winter gently. Gentle exercises like wrist and ankle rotations, applying warm compresses to the abdomen and back, or soaking feet in warm water with salt and herbal essential oils not only stimulate blood circulation, reduce pain and muscle stiffness, but also bring deep relaxation to the mind. Warming the body helps maintain a stable temperature, prevent heat shock, enhance metabolism and the immune system. As a result, nights of sleep are no longer interrupted by feelings of coldness or pain, but become complete and peaceful, helping the elderly wake up with full energy and a comfortable mood. The warmth enveloping the body is like a gentle reminder that no matter how cold it is outside, they can still find a peaceful place within themselves, in their beloved home, and in the simple, loving habits of each day. From these seemingly small acts, the elderly have built a solid wall protecting their health and soul during the cold winter. Warm socks, a gentle warm glass of water, and gentle body warming methods are three indispensable secrets that help them get good sleep, maintain health, and keep an optimistic spirit. These habits are not just simple care, but also a way to express self-love and self-respect, the most precious gift that every elderly person can give themselves on the journey of old age.